Good evening, Zimbabwe. This is Change Radio News. Today is Thursday, 16 October 2025. The news is read by Mchendo Chinzaram. Here are the news headlines. Mixed reaction to Geza'S 1 million men march call. Raila ODINGA'S body arrives in Kenya. Government under fire for selective justice.
And now for the news in detail. War veteran Blessed Geza'S 1 million men march set for tomorrow to confront alleged looters and resist Emmerson Mnangagwa's presidential term extension is being met with mixed feelings. The call has reignited public debate on democracy. On social media, reactions are split between hope and hesitation. Some citizens are applauding the move, while others fear a repeat of the state's heavy-handed response to past protests. Civic groups have welcomed the idea as a legitimate expression of frustration, but urge that it remain peaceful. Observers say Geza'S messages struck a nerve, causing panic within ZANU-PF, which is preparing for its conference in Mutare. Change Radio spoke with former Mashingo Central MP Honorable Jefferson Chitando. Let's hear him as he speaks.
What Comrade Runesu Bombshell Geza is saying resonates with the generality of Zimbabweans, both inside and outside ZANU-PF and other political formations. People agree with Comrade Geza on the Ganandas, on the looting, mismanagement of the economy, of the resources by a few, while the majority are suffering. While our schools not have books, our
The board of Raila Odinga, Kenya's former Prime Minister and opposition leader, arrived in Nairobi on Thursday morning, greeted by thousands of emotional citizens. The aircraft carrying his remains landed at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport shortly before 10 a.m. As the coffin was brought out, crowds waved flags, sang the national anthem, and chanted in tribute to Baba. A procession of motorcycle taxis or boda-bodas accompanied the hearse, highlighting his close bond with people. The government is under fire for applying selective justice as Chinese mining investors continue violating labor laws and mistreating local workers. This follows a fatal shooting at a Chinese-run mine in Mutoko, prompting Chinese Ambassador Zhou Jing to urge compliance with Zimbabwean laws. Analysts say many Chinese investors act with impunity due to political protection, while unions are calling for stricter enforcement and worker protection. Health and Child Care Ministry has launched the National Public Health Institute, a US $4.3 million EU-funded initiative aimed at strengthening the country's capacity to prevent, detect, and respond to health threats. Health Minister Douglas Mombeshora said the institute will work with other sectors to ensure a coordinated national response, aligning Zimbabwe with other SADC countries that have similar institutions. The move comes as government works to rebuild a health system weakened by underfunding and the exodus of medical professionals. Self-proclaimed Citizens Coalition for Change (CCC) Secretary General TSHABANGU is reportedly lobbying for the suspension of Zimbabwe's 2028 general elections. Constable Simbarashe Mandizhidza, the police officer who went viral after proclaiming himself Zimbabwe's new police chief and ordering Chinese nationals to leave the country, has been declared mentally unfit to stand trial. Harare Major Piwa Kohuzai ruled that Mandizhidza be committed indefinitely to Chikurubu Psychiatric Unit following medical reports confirming he is not of sound mental health. In economic news, ZESA Holding says Unit 6 at HWANGE Power Station, which was taken off the grid after a system failure on 7 October, has been successfully restored. The 220 megawatt thermal unit, initially expected to be out of 3 days, was synchronized with the national grid on 14 October. And in news from local communities, the Bulawayo City Council has given residents, businesses and property owners until October 28 to clear storm drains or face penalties. Authorities warned that debris and building materials must be removed to prevent flooding during the rain season. The council says the cleanup is crucial to protect property and ensure public safety. Chitungwiza residents were shocked by the brief release of notorious criminal Alois Luciano, better known as MATSOTSI. Arrested earlier this month on multiple robbery and assault charges. He was freed last Friday but failed to appear in court on Monday. His freedom ended quickly when he allegedly stabbed a pregnant woman during a robbery in Manyame Park on Tuesday. Police rearrested him after firing a warning shot. He is expected to appear in court today. Entertainment news. Gateway's True Media, in partnership with ZAR Events, will host Nubian North Mambokazi, The Rise of Your Sound, on November 8 at the Harare International Conference Center. The all-female lineup includes Felinandi, Gema Griffiths, Tami Moyo, Shashi, and Nisha Tees, celebrating women's creativity in music. In international news, the African Union has suspended Madagascar following a military coup that ousted President Henry Rajoelina. The suspension will remain in place until constitutional order is restored. The coup comes after weeks of youth-led protests against Rajoelina's government. The AU has previously suspended Mali, Burkina Faso, and Guinea following similar military takeovers. And finally, in sports news, the Zimbabwe Women's Premier Soccer League has shockingly rejected Prophet Walter Magaya's sponsorship of Mining Queens, despite Magaya fulfilling all the league's demands, including depositing funds. Chairperson Chidochi Zondo has not responded for 3 weeks. This leaves the financially stricken team, which had pulled out of the league, in limbo. In cricket, Zimbabwe is set to host Afghanistan in one-off test match in Harare starting Monday, the first test in the capital since 2021. To end the news bulletin, here are the headlines once again. Mixed reactions to Geza'S 1 million men march call. Raila ODINGA'S body arrives in Kenya. Government under fire for selective justice. And that concludes our bulletin for today. We thank you for listening. From myself, Rutendo Chinzara, and the entire team at Change Radio, we wish you a good night.